This week we see the final week of Pantheon added to Destiny 2. With it comes the one and only Riven of 1,000 Voices. Currently a legacy raid and easily cheesable, has the potential to become the hardest part of week 4 Pantheon. Today we're going to walk through how to do Riven encounter legit, why we do the things we do, and when we do these things in the encounter, so that you are better prepared for the final week for Pantheon and you can obtain your God Slayer title. Remember, this week Riven will be at -20 power level, which many are calling contest mode, since day 1 raids are also -20 as well. Because of this, many, including myself, think that players will need to do the legit mechanics to complete it, either because damage will be an issue or there'll be a new Pantheon mechanic which will change things to where you cannot join allies, or some other way around it to where you have to do the 3-3 split. First things first, let's split the team up 3-3. We'll call one side Crystal side and one side Tree side. When you first descend down, you'll go each into your own rooms, 3 and 3. You have seconds to go into the door before the door closes. Should it close, you will then be locked out and obtain a debuff called Creeping Darkness, which will stack up to 10 times, then kill you. So you gotta be quick to descend down and make it into the room with your team on your appropriate side. Once inside, you're gonna have 1 or 2 jobs depending on whether or not Riven shows up first or Riven shows up second on your side of the room. One job is to stun the boss and obtain information of the eyes. The eyes, after stunning, will have 2 of the 10 eyes glowing, indicating that those 2 are the ones that need to be relayed to the other team. For me, I'll be using the terminology L1 to L5 and R1 to R5. However, some teams also do 1 through 10. You can use whichever that you like, so you and your team decide which to use based on team preference. However, moving forward, I'm going to be using left and right. Once the information has been relayed to the other team, they'll be given a small window to damage Riven. Once the information has been relayed, they are going to shoot Riven in the mouth with a taken orb for about 10 to 12 seconds until the mouth closes. About 3 seconds later, she will wipe the encounter. In order to stop that from happening, after her mouth closes, you will need to shoot the 2 eyes the other team told you about to stun her. This will stop her from wiping us, and this will allow her to go to the next floor up, and we have to follow her forward. Riven will then go up to the next floor, and both teams must follow. However, in order to follow Riven, there's one more mechanic we have to do in order to follow Riven, and that is activate our side of the room's elevator. While doing some ad clear, once you go inside your room, there will be a solar shielded taken enemy on your side of the room. Once you kill that enemy, you will get a relic spawned called the Eye of Riven. While holding the relic, you'll be able to see 5 of the same symbol in a column. While holding the relic, one player will need to stand in the window. If you're holding the relic, you simply need to tell the person in the window what you see, and then the person in the window will need to guide you to where they see that the relic needs to be cleansed at. While in the window, you'll see a bunch of symbols scattered across the room. While standing on the window, be careful not to step off or have another player step on, as the symbols will change their positions each time that happens. While on the window, it is your job to guide your teammate where to go to cleanse the symbol they see. It is best to be short and precise with your wording to let the player know where to go, as they will gain a debuff while holding the relic, which will kill them once they gain 10 stacks. Once the symbol has been cleansed, the elevator in the back room will be activated, and then you can follow the Riven up to the next floor. Here is an example run of that.
Last year, screw it. Sounds like a day.
Yeah, but in Florida you always have hurricanes, so could have been any.
Yeah, this one was passing right over us.
Yeah. What do you mean? I have like 10,000 kills on this rain cannon.
Just love to never back down.
It makes life so much easier when I'm not using Sunshot. Okay, so the tail, so we have a DPS. I'm gonna try to get this real quick.
Why, hello there.
All right. It is Cloud Snake or W Snake.
Gonna be down in the pit, back left.
Y'all got it?
Here?
Go back. The other one. That one.
Okay, you're left.
All right.
R2, R3.
Those are kind of like dashes.
We go in with circle fish.
And
That's right. Okay, stop. Go to your left a little bit. Sorry.
This one.
Got that one. Yep.
Hell yeah.
in a perfect world, this is how it's always going to go. One thing I also like to mention is that when one person is doing a job, the other team should be focusing on cleaning up their comms and activating their elevator. So the best way to think about it, while one team is getting the stun and getting the eyes, the other team is getting their elevator activated already. And then the roles flip. During DPS of the one team, that one team is DPSing the boss and stunning the boss. During that time, the other team is activating their elevator. Because of this, it makes it very simple and easy. You don't want to have comms of like two different things telling people where to go, symbols and all that can get very messy. So use your time if you are DPSing to activate your elevator before DPS. If you're doing the stun and symbols, you activate your elevator after. Once we've done all that, we're just going to go up to the second floor and we're going to do the exact same thing all over again. However, the jobs are reversed. So if on the first floor you were damaging Riven, on the second floor you're going to be stunning and gaining eye information on the second floor. If you were doing all that on the first floor, you're going to be damaging the boss on the second floor. So once you've done all those jobs, you're just going to go to the second floor and flip-flop those jobs. This makes it very simple. If you know how to do one job, you know how to do the other. You just do it on one floor, then do it on the second floor, and then you go to the third floor, which is where the fun gets started. On the third floor, we're simply doing what we just did on the second floor and on the first floor, except this time with all 6 players together. You're gonna have a DPS window, you're gonna have a stun, and you're gonna have the eye getting section of the top floor. This is where we start the encounter. This is where we stand on the 6 plates to drop down. So it becomes full circle where you go down, come back up, go down, come back up until Riven is dead. During this time, you'll have to do 3 sets of getting eyes. You'll either have to do the fire, where you have to stun the fire mouth in order to get the eye stunned, or you have to do the tentacles. It is important to make sure you get all the stuns, so we get all 6 eyes. That way, when we get to the section where we have to damage Riven, we do all the damage. Once the mouth closes, we stun all 6 eyes. The other important part is delegating who is going to shoot those eyes ahead of time. As each set of eyes are called out, we like to have one person just say, I will take L1, I'll take R2. Next set of eyes, I'll take L4, I'll take R5. And so on and so forth until we get to the big damage window where we damage the boss, do a lot of damage. Once the mouth closes, we count down 3, 2, 1, and each person who called out that they were going to shoot an eye shoots those eyes back to back. The countdown is important simply because if someone shoots early, someone shoots late, you'll generally come across an issue where the wipe will happen and then people will start complaining that they shot their eyes. You want to make sure that you are shooting your eyes and not somebody else's eyes, just to make this very clean. Here's how it should go.
That clears up nothing, but I'll trust you.
If you make an L.
No, that's not the part.
Oh, we need these sounds, by the way.
I call dibs on that one.
We can just get the sun and killer on the way down, so.
Good old L12.
L12. L5 R3. I'll take L5 R3.
Good. Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, Kara, no, you're doing all 4?
Please.
No. Look at kill the guy right real quick. And go.
You did it.
I'll tell him on the way down. At this point, you're gonna start getting creeping darkness, which the only way to stop that is standing on a plate. Once all 6 people are standing on a plate, you'll drop down just like the beginning of the encounter, but this time you'll be able to damage Riven. There'll be a bunch of pimples or spores on Riven that you need to look for and shoot. Snipers are one of the better choices to doing this. Popping as many as you can will all do sizable chunks of damage to Riven, and you want to keep doing it until they're either all gone or until you push to the Ascendant realm. Take your time in this area. Obviously, you can always shoot the phalanxes behind you, because each time you kill one of the phalanxes on the path will then be pulled from there down to the bottom. You can always have someone stay back and kill all of those guys as they continue respawning, so the rest of the team has a easy and open path to getting to the portal. Once you're pulled back out, if you've done Riven even cheesing, you know this part. You just put the rest of the final stand damage on her, and then you wait for her mouth to pop open. Very important, you still need to go inside and destroy the heart. This might be a little bit different in the Pantheon version, but for now we're going to assume you still need to go inside the heart and damage the heart. One of the better choices is not using precision weapons. You can pop your supers, but precision weapons don't do as much damage. At that point, you want to put like shotguns, fusion rifles, something that do a lot of damage but doesn't require precision. And at that point, you've done it. Legit Riven has been defeated. You've done Pantheon Legit Riven -20. Congrats. Now, this is not taking into account whatever additional mechanic or tormentors, whatever they're going to add to this, but I do think this is a great foundation for you and your team to go ahead and start practicing Legit Riven, so when Pantheon Week 4 drops, you already have the foundation of knowledge on how to do Legit Riven, and you can just add on whatever new flips that they add into this. Obviously, when Pantheon Week 4 comes out, I'll make another updated version of this with that updated Legit Riven guide to make sure you get this clear, because I want to make sure we have all the God Slayers out there for final shape. Don't wait until Week 4 Pantheon drops. Go ahead and take this with your fire team. Give it a try. You'll love Legit Riven. If you made this far in the video, I appreciate you. Let me know if this has helped you or has prepared you for Week 4 Pantheon. I appreciate so many people wanting to come by and hang out with us as we were recording this as well. It means a lot to me. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.